Hello YouTube, Teacher This in Life here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we got a really cool knife to check out for you. This one is actually a loaner from a friend on IG. His name is Ryan. If you're watching this, Ryan, thank you so much for sending this for me to check out. Okay, without further ado, let's open this box and see what's inside. The model name of this knife is called Mojave, and I believe it's from MachineWise. Yeah, let's open this box. There's a knob here. Assume you just twist this to open it. Yep. And this actually is I think it's a T10 Torx bit that you can use to disassemble the knife. That's super nice. Put this up. Okay. Has some inserts for the knife, and I think this is supposed to hold I think oil or lube, but it's not in here. And here is the COA card. MachineWise Mojave, and serial number is 57, and CPM 20CV, HRC 60, and blade finish is light wash. Handle texture is fine step. Spacers raw, body is raw titanium, I assume, and then clip is raw titanium as well. Final QC by MB. Date of birth February 18th, 2025, and even have the time there. That's super cool. 1:30 p.m. Okay, so set the card and box aside, and you just pull this out of this cutout. That's super geniusly designed. Okay, here is the knife. Look at the milling. Fine stab milling on the handle and the clip as well. Everything matches. The handle feels really good in hand. No sharp corners or edges. It's all been chamfered. Super nice. Check out the jimping on the spine. Some jimping here and here. And there is even milling lines on the spine as well. Don't know if you can see it, but it's really subtle milling on the spine. Cool. The back spacer has some milling as well. Super cool. Let's give it a flick. Ooh, super snappy action. I would say the D10 is on the strong side. And then let's check out the lock bar. There's some milling in here as well, as you can see. Really good access to the lock bar. And the ergos are pretty good. You can choke up using this finger choil, and you can hold like that as well. Size is pretty good. You can have all 4-finger grip like that, and if you hold like that, it's really comfortable as well. There's no hot spot anywhere. 3D milled pocket clip. Tension is great, and look at the show side pivot. It has their logo on it. Only one screw here and 2 body screws here. Super cool. Check out the closing action. Ooh, super smooth. Drop shotty, and I believe you can use the fuller here to reverse flick it. Yeah, works perfectly. Action is super nice. I noticed that the flipper is a little bit slippery because there's no jumping on the flipper, and the detent is pretty strong. You have to be really careful not to put too much pressure on the lock bar. Yeah, you will get used to it. Yeah, I put too much pressure on the lock bar. You have to put your hand like that. Make sure don't touch the lock bar. And then you're good to go. Okay. Super nice. Let's do some size comparison really quick. I have my Spectacle Para 3 here. This one is the CPM 15V spin rung. As you can see, it's a lot longer than the Para 3. How about PM2? Yeah, I would say pretty comparable to the PM2. Almost the same size. Looks like PM2 is just a touch longer. Okay, how about compared to my CRK Woman Zone? Yeah, they are pretty similar in length as well. So yeah, almost the same length as the Woman Zone. And how about compared to this Kongwu and Metal Complex Excalibur? See, yeah, very similar in length as well. Yeah, maybe just a touch shorter than the Excalibur. Okay, now let's actually weigh this knife. This knife is super thin. There's some internal milling on the scales as well. I think it won't be too heavy. Let's check it out. Okay, it weighs 3.559 ounce, and there's 3.6 ounce. Super lightweight. Very good for EDC. Yeah, super nice looking knife. I believe they have another model called, I think, Sonora. It's a button lock integral, which is pretty interesting. I will probably get my hands on one eventually to check that one out, but this one is really good. It's a frame lock, flipper, and also reverse flick enabled as well. Action is super nice. Reminds me of the Grinsmo action. Yeah. And I don't know if you can see it, but the detent ball in there is kind of flat. It's not like a round ball, it's like a flat face on the top. Maybe that helps with the action. I don't know. Okay, there you go. Now let's actually cut something with this knife. Bring out a piece of paper here. Let's check out the cutting performance. Okay, pretty sharp. Cuts really cleanly. As you can see, it's a full fly grind. Super nice edge. Yeah, pretty impressive. There you go. Okay, set the paper aside. Okay, now let's take another closer look at this knife. Really good looking. The blade shape is kind of like a ship's foot, and really clean looking. And the action is definitely the highlight of this knife. Super satisfying action, both on the opening and the closing. Okay, now let's talk about the price of this knife. I think the table price on this one is around $800. That's a lot of money. Definitely not a budget knife, but I think for what you're getting here, it's totally worth it. The machine works is just perfect, and the action is superb as well. The materials using is titanium and 20 CV blade. Yeah, just really good EDC knife, and it's all American made, I think. Yep. This action is really addicting. Yeah, it's really hard for me to send this one back to Ryan because yeah, the action is so good. As you can see, I can just flicking this knife all day. Flipper and the fuller works perfectly. Yeah, that's it for this video. This is my unboxing and first impression on this MachineWise Mojave. Let me know what you think about this knife in the comment section below, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care.